Hey, babies, come here. How was school?
We had pizza for lunch, and I got a gold star in math.
That's my boy. Your food's on the table. Go wash up first, okay?
Okay.
Honey, welcome home. How was work?
Same as always. Deadlines, traffic, Karen breathing down my neck about those reports.
Honey, I've been meaning to bring this up. I need to grab some groceries and Lily's ballet fees are due Friday. That's $120. And the water heater's been acting up again.
Of course. God forbid I walk through that door without someone needing money. That's all you do. Sit in this house and ask. It must be nice not to have a real job. No deadlines, no alarms, no Karen. Just Netflix and folding laundry.
Don't do that. You think it's easy being on my feet from 6 a.m. till now? I haven't even sat down today. This house doesn't run itself, you know?
Whatever. I'll zell you later. Happy? What did you cook? Please don't tell me it's meatloaf again.
It is. Mason asked for it.
You know I hate this crap, Rose. It's dry, it smells weird, and green beans. Why not just feed me cardboard?
I prepare something else for you to eat shortly.
What are you doing?
Just jotting down a few things in my journal.
Not again. Aren't you too old for that? I thought journaling is something teenagers do?
Maybe, but it helps me clear my head. I like remembering the little things.
Right. Well, whatever. I need to sleep. Can you turn the light off?
I just need 5-10 more minutes. I'm almost done. Promise.
Of course you're not in a rush. You don't have to dress up every morning and go to work like I do. I need 7 hours of sleep to function well at the office. I can't walk into that boardroom half dead because you're having some sentimental moment with your pen. If it's that important, take it to the living room. I need the light off now.
I'm sorry.
You know, Kira, you always smell like you walked straight out of a magazine insert.
I use Tom Ford perfume. Lost Cherry Line. I love making my presence memorable.
Mission accomplished. It's definitely working. Hard to focus on Q4 metrics with that lingering in the air.
Okay, let's get back to work. If the budget breakdown isn't doing it for you, maybe we should talk campaign strategy instead.
Right. So, product launch is set for July 15th. We've got just under 3 months. We're handling digital channels and partner outreach. I figured I'd lead client comms, and you'd absolutely dazzle on the creative pitch. As always.
Flattery won't get you out of writing the first draft, Douglas.
Well, I think it's worth a shot. Seriously though, you wear that color well. Red on your skin? That's dangerous.
Are we still talking about branding? Or are you pitching me now?
Can't a guy appreciate his teammate? You walk in here with that hair, those heels, like you're about to sell out Madison Square Garden. I'm only human.
Aren't you, like, married?
Doesn't mean I'm blind. Relax. I'm just giving props where they're due.
Well, keep your eyes on the KPIs, not the curves.
Alright. So for partner outreach, let's flag Rivet Media and Juno & Co. I've worked with both. They move fast and hit metrics.
Noted, and thanks for this. Working with you, it's a whole different energy.
You bring the same out of me. Always have.
Welcome back, babe. Here, let me take that. Dinner's ready. I kept it warm, chicken Alfredo, just the way you like.
Where's everyone?
Mason and Lily are at Claire's place. They begged to go since her mom invited them for board game night. I'll head over around 8 to get them. And the plumber finally came. Fixed the leak under the sink, but said we might need to change the valve if it acts up again. I didn't want to approve anything without checking with you first.
We'll see. Where's my food?
In the kitchen. I put your plate in the oven so it stays warm. Garlic knots too, homemade.
You know, would it kill you to at least try and look decent when I get back from work?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really get a moment today. I've been going since 6 a.m. between laundry, the plumber, and Lily's project. I just haven't had a chance to clean up.
That's not an excuse. You're home all day, morning to night. That's not a job. That's breathing air and folding towels. I just sent you $150. Go fix that hair tomorrow. And get the perfume, Lost Cherry, the Tom Ford one. I don't want to see this situation when I walk in tomorrow.
Okay, thank you for the money.
Hey, you must be Roseline?
Yes, I am. You must be Raina.
That's me, baby. Alright, so what are we thinking today? What look are we going for?
That's the thing. I honestly don't know. There's this one I love a lot. You know, this style that's kind of braided but with curly ends? I don't even know what it's called.
Sounds like goddess braids or maybe passion twists. Wait, is it the one with that real loose curl and no tension at the roots?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, no, that one's cute in theory, but it's not gonna hit on your face shape. Trust me, you need something softer around the jaw. Pull the focus up. Let me work my magic.
Alright, I'm putting myself in your hands.
Girl, your head's in good hands. When I'm done you won't just walk out, you'll glide.
Okay, I trust you. Let's do it. Raina, please tell me we're almost done. My feet have forgotten what standing feels like.
Girl, we've still got the back rows to finish and the curl dip. Almost there, though.
You should have warned me. If I knew it would take this long, I would have picked a pixie cut and kept it pushing.
No pains, no gains, honey. This hair is worth every second. Trust me, your man's gonna be speechless when he sees you.
I hope so. At this point, I better walk out looking like a goddess.
Oh, you will. You'll be the reason traffic stops on 14th Street.
Guys, if we tweak the deliverables timeline by 1 week, we can actually align it with the July 4th campaign cycle.
Exactly, and if Roseline Media sends back final drafts by the 28th, we're golden.
Leave it to you, Kira. You walk into a mess and pull out a calendar like a magician. What do you keep in that bag of yours, pixie dust?
Organization, and dry shampoo, but mostly organization.
You know, I meant to tell you earlier, whatever scent you're wearing today? It's distracting, in a good way.
It's Lost Cherry, the Tom Ford one. I told you once, I'll tell you again, don't go catching feelings, boss man.
Too late. That fragrance should be illegal in closed spaces.
Well, I'll leave you gentlemen to your testosterone-fueled after hours. I've got Pilates at 6.
Have fun. Don't hurt that perfect back of yours.
Wow, you two need a room.
Yeah, not to be that guy, but you and Kira are a little too tight, man. Way too tight. I mean, bro, the way you talk to her, it's giving high school hallway crush.
Y'all are reaching. It's nothing. She's just, I don't know. She's got this vibe. She smells good, always polished, confident without being loud. I like her aura, that's all.
Does your wife not smell good? Or have a good aura?
Come on, you know it's not the same. I literally had to send Roseline money yesterday. Told her, point blank, go fix your hair. Told her I don't want to see that bonnet one more day when I walk in from work.
Yeah, women get way too comfortable after the vows. No makeup, saggy sweats, chipped nails. It's like they marry you and just give up. That's why I'm terrified of getting married. I like my women motivated.
Says the guy who's been ghosted 3 times this year.
Hey, at least I don't go home to a woman who gained 50 pounds and calls it post-baby glory. Unlike you.
Careful now, my wife might have gained the weight, but that woman would still swing on you with one hand and nurse a baby with the other. She's earned every pound.
He's not wrong though. You lucked out. Not every wife holds it down the way your wife does.
Or maybe it's because I don't treat her like a second-hand employee who forgot to clock out.
Mr. God-fearing husband, you win. Just don't forget the match we've all been waiting for kickoffs in an hour.
Wait, it's today? I thought it was tomorrow.
Nope, it's today. I told you this morning.
Dang. Alright, let's go watch it at your place, Doug. My cousin still has my TV, and I'm not about to stream from a phone.
And my kids will hijack the remote if I step through the door. Your place it is.
Cool, let's roll. You've got to be kidding me.
Yikes.
Maybe she had a hectic day?
What in God's name does she even do all day? I bring guests home, and this is what greets us.
Unbelievable. You know what? Let's just go to Terrence's place. He's got that new OLED TV anyway.
Bet. Let's hope he keeps his living room in one piece.
Hey, babe, I'm so sorry I got in late. The hair took forever. I didn't know it was gonna take 6 hours. But I made it. How'd I look?
Why does the living room look like crap?
I was going to clean when I got back.
You had all day, Rose. And I walk in with my boys, and the place looks like a dump. Crumbs on the floor, wrappers everywhere, and you're out doing what? Playing princess at a salon?
You told me this morning I must not look the way I did yesterday. You said, your exact words, you didn't want to see that situation again. So I went. I fixed it.
Yeah, I want you to look decent, but that doesn't mean I should come home to a pigsty. I'm not asking for the moon, Roseline. You sit at home. You don't clock in anywhere. This house is your job.
I haven't even eaten today.
Oh, poor you. I invited 2 men into this house, one of them married, by the way, and had to drag them back out 'cause I was too embarrassed to let them sit down.
So the hair doesn't look good?
That's not the point. I don't care if you've got Beyonce's wig on. If the house is a disaster, none of it matters.
You could have just told me you were upset. Not humiliate me.
I'm not doing this. Not tonight.
Douglas, where are you going?
Out. Anywhere but here.
Lord, I'm trying, but it hurts. I feel invisible, like a housemaid with a ring. I don't even know if I still make him proud. Or if he even sees me anymore.
Mommy?
Hey, sweetheart, what are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep. My room is too quiet. Were you doing homework?
No, baby, I was writing in my journal.
What do you write in there?
Well, I write all the things I feel but don't know how to say out loud. When I'm happy, when I'm confused, when I feel like crying, or when I already did. I write my prayers, my thoughts, and sometimes, what I think God is telling me in my heart.
Like when you're sad?
Especially when I'm sad. My journal helps me feel close to God, like I'm not alone in it. It's where I remind myself of the truth, even when life feels hard.
Can I have a journal too?
You can. I'll get you one. But for now, you need sleep, young lady.
Can you come lie with me?
Of course, baby. Oh my goodness, look who the wind finally blew in.
Girl, don't even start.
Come in, dear. It's been forever. You disappeared on me.
I know. Blame the bank. Honestly, work has been a full-blown hostage situation lately. These days, weekends are the only time I can hear myself think. And even then, I mostly stay in and sleep like my life depends on it.
Wow, but your bank closes by 4 p.m. What exactly do you people do from 4 till like 7 or 8? You don't get home till it's almost dark.
Girl, closing time is just when customers leave. That's when the real work begins. Reconciling accounts, balancing vaults, logging every transaction, reviewing flagged entries, sorting cash discrepancies, and don't even get me started on reports. Sometimes I don't leave that branch till almost 8:30. And it's worse at month end.
Sounds tedious.
Exactly.
Tedious but rewarding. Look at you. Buying designer bags like they're from Macy's clearance rack.
Please, all you need to do is tell Douglas to get you one. Simple.
Douglas? It's a battle just to get him to cover the utility bills without an attitude. Imagine me showing up like, "Hey babe, get me a Birkin." He'd ask if I bumped my head. The other day, he finally gave me money to make my hair, first time in forever. I picked this style I'd been eyeing, didn't even know it would take the whole day. By the time I got back, he wasn't interested in how the hair looked. Just started yelling about the house being a mess. Like I was supposed to split myself in half or something. One part at the salon, one part at home with a vacuum.
That's not fair, seriously.
So much for trying. I'm never doing that to myself again. We can't all be slay queens. Being a mum is enough for me.
Hey listen, you're a beautiful woman, Rose. You just need to turn that light back on. Switch up your look, don't stop at hair. You've got to carry yourself like the woman he can't take his eyes off of.
With what money, Bianca? The same man that argues over every grocery list?
Forget that. I've got stuff. Dresses, skirts, soft blouses, cute shoes I barely wear due to the nature of my job. Some of them are still brand new. You'll just come to my place and shop my wardrobe, okay? Just say when.
You'd really do that for me?
Girl, when I'm done with you, Douglas won't even recognize you. He'll be asking for your name and trying to reintroduce himself. You're about to become a queen, regal, radiant, and absolutely unforgettable.
Thank you, B. You have no idea how much I needed this.
Say no more. Now go get me that tea you promised. We've got a makeover to plan.
If we push digital engagement 1 week earlier and time it with the July 10th influencer tie-ins, we could double the reach. But we'll need at least 2 extra creatives ready by the end of next week.
Alright, I'll loop the graphics team in. You keep doing your thing and I'll just keep being impressed. You know, I mean it. Whoever ends up putting a ring on you, he's not just lucky, he's blessed. A whole walking package. Brains, style, elegance, and that perfume again? Deadly.
Douglas.
I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. If I were 10 years younger and not.
Douglas, don't. I'm not a teenager. I know when a man wants something. You flirt with me like it's casual, but I'm not dumb. You like me. You've been liking me.
Kira, come on. Can't a guy appreciate?
Appreciate, or angle, and I'll be real, I like you too. You're confident, charismatic, we work well together, but you're married, that makes this impossible.
So what if I wasn't?
Then you'd stand a chance.
You're serious?
Dead serious. I'm not chasing married men. But if one became unmarried, and unavailable became eligible, then we'd see. But until then, let's keep it professional.
Then you'd stand a chance. Did she just say that to me?
I told you, that color is perfect on your skin. That dress was made for you. I don't care what the label says.
I don't even recognize myself. It's so soft, but I still feel elegant. Like grown woman elegant.
Exactly. Not everything has to scream for attention. Sometimes it's the softness that stuns.
Bianca, where do you even get all these clothes from?
Impulse online shopping, therapy, boredom. I don't even wear half of them anymore. These days I'm either in my work uniform or church clothes. No time for pretty things.
Too much?
Girl, no, you look so good. That neckline is just right. Graceful, classy. Like, I didn't try too hard, I just woke up stunning.
You're ridiculous.
No, I'm honest.
I forgot what it feels like to look beautiful. Not just presentable, not functional, just beautiful.
You are beautiful. You always have been. You just stopped dressing like you knew it.
Don't make me cry and ruin my lip gloss. Bianca, this is like half your wardrobe. I feel like I'm robbing you.
Please, if I had $1 for every outfit sitting in my closet collecting dust, I could retire by 40. These pieces deserve air, deserve sunlight, and I'm glad they're going to someone who's finally ready to shine.
I promise you, I will wear every one of them with joy.
That's all I want to hear. Now go home, hang them up neatly, and prepare to make Douglas lose his entire mind.
Wow, Mommy, you look so beautiful.
Yeah, you look like a queen.
Ah, thank you, babies. That's so sweet of you to say.
What's that? What's in there?
Oh, these are some clothes Auntie Bianca gave me, gifts. A whole bunch of nice ones too.
Can I have some?
Not yet, sweetheart. These are adult clothes. But one day when you're all grown up, your daddy's going to buy you anything you want. Even better clothes than these, okay?
Okay.
Have you both eaten? Did anyone spill juice on the rug again?
No, we've been good. We're watching Super Kitties.
Alright, one more episode, then off to bed, okay? Mommy needs to freshen up. Honey, how'd I look?
Roseline, I have something I need to say.
Okay, what is it?
This isn't working. Our marriage, it's not working. I can't keep pretending it is.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, I need to get out. I want a divorce.
Douglas, please don't say that. Let's talk to someone, a counselor, a pastor, anybody. Just, don't give up. What do you want me to do? Tell me, no, tell me. I've changed my hair. I've accepted clothes from Bianca. I'm trying, Douglas. I'm really trying to be the kind of woman you want to come home to. What do you want me to do that I haven't done?
I didn't ask you to beg your friend for clothes, so don't lay that at my feet. And honestly, it doesn't matter anymore. You could wear all the dresses in the world. It won't change the fact that I've checked out. I'm done.
What about the kids? Mason? Lily? What happens to them?
I'll provide for them. I'll always take care of them financially. But emotionally, I've got nothing left to give you. I'm out, Rose.
Is there someone else?
No, there's no one else. There's just no fire anymore. And that's all you need to know.
Mommy, where's Daddy? When is he coming back?
He's just away for now, baby. Why don't you go check if Mason finished cleaning up his room? Tell him I'll be there soon.
Okay, Mommy.
God, is this what you brought me into? Is this what I get for being a faithful, submissive wife? I obeyed you. I tried to honor my husband even when he didn't honor me. I respected him even when he made me feel invisible. I served. I forgave. I stayed quiet when I wanted to scream. I cooked. I cleaned. I raised our kids. I gave up my dreams because that's what a godly woman does, right? I've been loyal, even when he didn't deserve it. I've turned the other cheek till I forgot what it felt like to have a face. I've submitted, Lord, I've submitted until my back bent under the weight of it. And still, this is what I get. Abandonment, rejection, silence. Where were you when he walked out on me? Where were you when I cried myself to sleep for months? Why would you allow me to pour everything into a man who walked away like I was nothing? Am I that forgettable? That disposable? You said you'd never leave me or forsake me. but I feel forsaken. You said if I delight in you, you'd give me the desires of my heart, but this doesn't look like desire fulfilled. God, are you even there? Do you see me? Do you care? Have I done something wrong? Did I miss a sign? Did I marry the wrong man and now you're punishing me? Was I not Christian enough? Not joyful enough? Not patient enough? Was all this faithfulness for nothing? Is this what walking in obedience looks like? Because right now, it just feels like pain. Lord, I'm tired, so tired.
What you did, walking away from your marriage, from all that history, that's brave, Douglas. Really brave.
Didn't feel brave, felt messy, still kinda does.
Still, I'm grateful to know you chose me, not just some side fling, not a secret. You chose me out loud. That means something. You're not just talk.
You're the love of my life, Kira. You are, and I want this, forever. Actually, I want you to come check out the new apartment this weekend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the place we're gonna build together. Would love for you to help me set it up, you know, your taste, your touch.
Stop, you're gonna make me cry. Of course, I already have ideas, minimalist with deep earth tones, maybe an accent wall in the dining area.
This is exactly why I need you there. You have good taste. Your kids are going to be so happy to have you.
You mean, our kids?
Heard y'all talking about kids from halfway down the hallway. Hope you're not planning that without hazard pay.
What do you mean by hazard pay?
It's why I'm not married. Nobody tells you that daycare costs more than rent in half this city. If you want to hire a good nanny, then you basically become an employer. Too many hassles involved, background checks, competitive hourly rate, benefits if she's full-time. It's wild.
Wait, how much are we talking here?
A proper full-time nanny? $700 to $900 a week. More if she's certified or bilingual. Then throw in sick days, late-night calls, and birthday bonuses. At this point, I should be putting her on payroll.
Man, my ex-wife did all that. For free. Never really thought about it like that.
Yeah, but that's why guys just hire help. Pay the nanny, and let your wife breathe too. I could never sit at home watching toddlers run around all day. I'd go insane.
My future wife would be home with the kids. It's cheaper and the kids get that home structure.
I didn't go through grad school to sing lullabies and microwave chicken nuggets. I'll take my office deadlines and parking garage arguments, thank you very much.
My dear, if we're married and I'm the one paying the rent, I expect you to clean the house, cook for me, and take care of the kids.
Let me ask you this, if I wasn't around, and you were a single dad, who would be cleaning your house, cooking your meals, and taking care of your kids?
I'd hire someone to do all that.
Exactly, and you'd pay that person, right? But would that person also love you, cuddle you, and hold you at night? Or would you have to go out and pay someone else for that too? So tell me, why should I do all this for free? Do you even know how much my nails cost? You think I want to be scrubbing toilets and changing diapers with these?
And what about when I'm paying for those nails?
And what about how I have to deal with your excesses every single day? Do you know the toll that takes on my mental health? There's no price tag on that.
I can get you a therapist.
And I can get you a house help and a nanny.
I really didn't realize how much my ex-wife did. I used to come home, eat, sleep, barely notice half the work she held down. I thought it was just what women did.
Babe, don't start overthinking. You've got this. You're built for this new chapter. Other men are handling it, so can you.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I love the layout. The windows are perfect. This space has potential, babe.
Told you. It's got that open concept feel you're always raving about.
We'll definitely need to paint. These walls feel like a prison. I'm thinking a warm taupe for the living room and maybe navy or forest green for an accent wall.
Done. I'll leave it all to you. You've got taste way above mine.
Obviously.
Only thing though, I looked up painting services online and, apparently we'd have to sell a kidney and half a lung to afford one. So I had this idea. How about we paint it ourselves? Spend some quality time, get messy, laugh a little. You know, bond.
What do you mean by bond?
Me and my ex. We painted the living room of our old place together. Took 2 days, but it was a memory I'll never forget.
Wait, you painted your house with your ex-wife?
Yeah, but...
And now you want to recreate that with me? Douglas, seriously?
I'm just saying.
If painting was all it took to keep people together, you'd still be married. Clearly it didn't work. Also, I hate the fact that you keep bringing her up in conversations. I'm not going to let you make me walk in her shadow.
What? No. How am I making you walk in her shadow? You don't even know what she looks like. You never let me talk about her.
Exactly, because every time we have a conversation that even remotely feels personal, you find a way to slip your ex in there. It's exhausting. I am not her. I am Kira. I don't want to build a life inside the shadow of a woman you clearly haven't emotionally let go of.
Alright, I'm sorry. I'll stop bringing her up. So, what are you suggesting about the walls?
Look at my nails, Douglas. Look, it costs me $120 every week to keep these in shape. You think I'm about to dip them in Sherwin-Williams paint because you want to save a few dollars? Hire a painter, or do it yourself. Those are the only two options. We need to knock out that half wall in the kitchen. It breaks up the flow. And that fridge has to go. We're talking stainless steel, French door, smart screen kind of upgrade. And that tiny shower in the bathroom. I'm not doing that. I need a glass walk-in. Rainfall head. Maybe add some recessed lighting while you're at it. Oh, and a built-in shoe closet would be a dream. I've got over 70 pairs. I can't live out of cardboard boxes.
Kira, this wasn't supposed to be a renovation project.
It is now. Come on, babe, you said you wanted this life.
Mommy, are we going to church today? It's Sunday, right?
No, not today, baby.
But we didn't go last Sunday either, or the one before that.
We haven't gone in a long time. I miss the snacks in Sunday school. And my friend Elijah.
I miss Sister Hannah's hugs, and when we dance with tambourines. Mom, is something wrong?
Sweethearts, there's something Mommy needs to tell you. Your dad and we're not together anymore. We're going through something called a divorce.
So, he's not coming back?
No, baby. He's chosen a different life now.
But why did he leave? Did he not want to be with us anymore?
No, sweetheart. This is not your fault. It has nothing to do with you. He loves you both very, very much. That hasn't changed. He left me, not you. You're his kids forever. And whenever he comes around to visit, you should show him love. Okay? He's still your dad.
Why'd we stop going to church, then?
Sometimes, when grown-ups are hurting inside, it's hard to go to the place where they used to feel strong. Mommy is just figuring things out right now.
You think God doesn't love us anymore?
I don't know, baby. Some days, it's hard to feel like he's still listening. That's all.
I still pray. Every night, I pray for you and Daddy. I ask God to fix us. To make you happy again. And, that Daddy would take us to the park again. And get us hot dogs.
I miss all of that.
If God is listening to anyone, I hope it's you too. If your prayers work, I'll be the happiest mommy in the world.
Roseline, my dear.
Mama Evelyn, wow, hi.
I was in the area and thought I'd stop by. I traveled to my daughter's place to help with postpartum care. I've been there for a few months only to return back and hear you stopped coming to church.
Come in, Ma, please. Can I get you anything? Tea? Water?
Don't bother, my dear. I came for you, not refreshments.
It just hasn't felt right. Going to church, I mean.
Why not, sweetheart?
Because I feel abandoned, Ma. I did everything I was taught. I loved my husband. I prayed. I submitted. I forgave. I served. I poured myself out like the Proverbs chapter 31 woman. And still, my marriage crumbled like dust.
So you feel God failed you?
I feel like he went silent when I needed him most. Like he just watched everything fall apart and said nothing. If I had messed up, if I had done something wrong, at least then I'd understand. But I don't, and that's what's breaking me.
Your story kind of reminds me of Job in the Bible. He lived a good life and was a good person who fears God and eschews evil, yet calamity befell him.
At least there was a reason for why Job went through what he went through. The devil challenged God, and God allowed it. There was a clear purpose behind his pain. But me? I'm just broken for no reason. If God would just tell me why all these happened, maybe then I could heal.
Actually, we only know the reason for Job's trial because we read it in the Bible. But Job himself never knew. There's no place in scripture where God sat him down and said, "This is why I let this happen." No explanation, no closure, and still, Job chose to worship. To say, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." That's what made his faith so powerful, not because he understood, but because he didn't and he still believed.
So, faith doesn't need a reason?
Not always, child. That's why it's called faith. Trust isn't proven in clarity, it's proven in confusion. In silence, in the valley.
I think I get it now. In Job chapter 1, there's this conversation that God has with the devil. But the crazy thing is, Job never hears about it. Not in chapter 2, not even in chapter 42. We may never get all the answers. And if we keep waiting for God to hand us a list of reasons before we choose to breathe again, we'll waste what little life we have left. So tonight, I'm making a decision. I'm picking up the pieces of my life, not because I got my explanation, but because I still have breath. I'm going to apply for a job. I'm going to be present for my kids. And I'm going to return to God, not because I understand Him, but because He's still God even when I don't. I'm ready.
Your resume is actually solid. Strong communication skills, solid writing portfolio. I see you used to work with Brookstone Media?
Yes, sir. That was my last official role, content development and client-facing campaigns.
That was 7 years ago?
Yes. I stepped away from corporate life at that point.
May I ask why?
My then husband and I made the decision that I would focus on our home, raising the kids, supporting him, running the household full-time.
Got it. So, why come back now?
We're divorced, recently, and I've realized it's time to rebuild. The support I get from him is limited to basic child upkeep. But I don't just want to survive, I want to thrive. I want to be independent again, and show my kids what that looks like.
Roseline, I respect your journey, I really do. Raising a family is no small feat. But I'll be honest with you, 7 years is a long time to be out of the industry. A lot has changed. Platforms, algorithms, voice trends, even tone. What we needed from a writer in 2016 isn't what we need in 2024.
I understand that, but I'm a fast learner. I've been writing consistently in my personal time. I keep a journal, I read a lot, and I've even ghostwritten for a few small blogs in the last year just to keep my skills alive.
That's commendable, truly. But for this particular role, we're looking for someone who's already in stride, who can hit the ground running without needing too much ramp up.
I understand.
That said, I'll keep your profile in mind. If something junior or transitional opens up, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Mr. Trent. I appreciate the time and the honesty.
Girl, how are you really doing?
I'm fine.
Roseline, it's okay to not be fine. No woman goes through what you've gone through and just breezes through it. Unless she's not normal.
It's been hard, really hard, especially trying to get back into the corporate world. Most places don't even acknowledge my application. And the few times I get called for an interview, they look at my CV like it's ancient history. Simply because I paused to raise my family, apparently that makes me a risk now. They want fresh, current, plugged in. It's like nothing I did before matters.
That's life, Rose. Cold and selective.
Yeah, but I'm not quitting. I don't care how long it takes. I will secure a job. I have to. I'm not letting this season define the rest of my life.
Hey, what are you writing over there?
Oh, just some thoughts. Journal stuff.
You and this journal, do you ever get tired of writing?
Nope. It helps me process. It's the one place I don't have to pretend.
Couldn't be me. The minute I step out of the bank, if I see a signboard with more than 2 words, I look the other way. If I even smell paper and pen, my soul leaves my body. You write down every breeze, every blink, every emotion. Honestly, kudos. You're gifted. Have you ever thought of becoming an author?
An author? Please. Author what? It's just a hobby. Something to keep me from losing my mind through all this mess.
Okay, but can I read a little? I know, it's personal. I'm not trying to dig into your secrets. Just something safe, Anything you're okay with.
It's called a diary for a reason.
I know, but not the private parts, just the parts you'd be comfortable sharing. I'm curious. I promise I'll read with reverence.
You're ridiculous. Here, 1 page. That's it.
Roseline, this is powerful. This line here, if you wait for God to explain why life broke you before you move, you'll be wasting time. Pick up the pieces and walk. And you're telling me you don't have the gift to write professionally? Girl, this is a book. This is ministry.
Come on, it's just me processing my life. It's not a book.
It's already written. You don't even need to start from scratch. Package this. Share it. There are women out there going through divorce, heartbreak, identity loss. They need to read this. I'm not even going through a divorce and this page just hit me in my chest.
What are you insinuating? That I sell my journal? My raw emotions?
People publish journals all the time. Honest ones. That's what makes them beautiful. You don't have to share everything. Just what's safe and healing. Trust me, your vulnerability could save someone else's sanity.
What if publisher don't want to work with me?
Who needs one? It's called indie publishing, independent publishing. You do it yourself. Amazon, Kobo, Smashwords, it's easier than ever now.
I know what indie publishing is. I just never thought I had what it takes.
Well, I'm telling you right now, you do. You're sitting on gold, Rose. Emotional gold, and the world needs it.
Okay, maybe I'll think about it.
No, don't maybe. Do it. I want a signed copy before Oprah finds it.
Today's guest is a woman who has not only turned pain into purpose, but literally wrote her way from heartbreak to hope. She's the author of the now viral book No Expectations, a book that has sold over 1.3 million copies across the country and is currently being translated into 5 languages. She's a mother, a speaker, a woman of faith, and the kind of friend we all need in our darkest moments. Her story was born from a place of brokenness, but what came out of it is nothing short of divine redemption. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Roseline Kings. Roseline, welcome.
Thank you, Carla. It's such an honor to be here.
No Expectations. What a title, what a journey. Can you take us back to the beginning? How did this all begin?
Honestly, the book was never supposed to be a book. It started as pages in my journal, my attempt to survive a really painful divorce. I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years, and when the marriage fell apart, I felt invisible, unwanted, and honestly, discarded. Writing helped me make sense of the chaos. But somewhere along the line, God started turning those journal entries into healing. Not just for me, but for others.
Wow.
And I learned something crucial. If you wait until you understand everything before you move, you'll waste years of your life. You don't need all the answers. You just need faith enough to take the next step.
So powerful. But you mentioned before, when you first released the book, it wasn't exactly a success?
Oh no. I posted it on Amazon and crickets. No sales, no traffic, nothing. But I didn't stop there. I started promoting it on social media, short videos, quotes from the journal, my journey. I kept showing up, even when it felt like no one was watching. At the same time, I was job hunting, praying, writing my heart out, even when rejection letters were stacking up. And in those moments, I just kept writing. The frustration, the interviews, the closed doors, all of it. And that's when I started taking notes for my second book. One that speaks to people trying to get back into the world after being out for a long time.
So you really do practice what you preach?
Absolutely. You can't wait for perfect conditions to start walking in purpose.
So how did the book finally get noticed?
One day, a woman saw one of my videos about the book and ordered a copy. She was part of a single moms group. They share stories and encouragement with each other. She brought the book into one of their meetups, and they loved it. They bought more copies, then they shared it with their own circles. And suddenly, it caught fire. God used one woman to take that book where I never could.
God really does work in mysterious ways.
Yes, he does.
So, I heard you're working on your third book now?
Yes. It's called Nothing Wasted. It's about the idea that God does not waste our pain. No matter what you're going through, if you remain faithful, God will turn it around for his glory. Now, I'm not saying he caused the situation. James chapter 1 verse 13 says, God does not tempt anyone with evil. But he will use that situation to bring you into your promised land.
That's a word.
And maybe your situation isn't like mine. Maybe it's not a divorce. Maybe it's debt. Maybe it's years of unanswered prayers, job loss, betrayal, health issues, rejection, barrenness, depression, you name it. But listen to me, don't give up. Because God will show up. He will use that situation to bring you into your promised land. He is God, there is nothing impossible for him to do. Just like he did for Joseph. He was thrown in a pit, sold into slavery, wrongly imprisoned by his master Potiphar, forgotten by the king's cupbearer. But when his story came full circle, he said something remarkable. He said to his brothers, "Don't be angry with yourselves for what you did to me. Because if you hadn't done it, I wouldn't be where I am today." What they meant for evil, God turned for good. That's the beauty of God's grace. He takes shame and turns it into glory.
My goodness.
So I say to every man, every woman watching today, if you're in Potiphar's house, unseen, tired, and feeling stuck, be faithful. It's not a waste. God sees you, and your story isn't over.
Roseline Kings, ladies and gentlemen. A woman of strength, grace, and purpose. We cannot wait to read your next book. Thank you for saying yes.
Thank you for having me.
Oh wow, her again. She's all over my For You page lately. She's incredible, honestly, that clip about pain and purpose. I've seen it like 3 times today. It keeps getting reshared. I read somewhere she's a single mom. And she used to be a stay-at-home wife or something like that. Can you believe it? I don't know why she did not reveal her ex-husband's identity. If it were me, I'd drag his name through the mud. There's no way I'm sacrificing my career to give 7 years of my life to a man and he leaves me like that with no consequences. This is why I can never be a stay-at-home wife. It's almost impossible to get back into the corporate world if you leave for so long. People would always be like, she's so lucky her husband works so hard so she can stay home with the kids. No one ever says, he's so lucky his wife was willing to quit her job and lose parts of herself to make sure the kids are safe and being raised at home. Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm just paying attention to your words. You are absolutely right. What kind of man walks out on a woman like that?
I mean seriously, she's gentle, poised, intelligent, clearly faith-filled. That man must have been an idiot. Or insecure, probably both. Some people don't realize what they have until it's gone.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at you, all soft-eyed.
Just impressed, that's all.